All right, what's going out there in Doyle land? Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, 5 accounts for $20,000, which is recorded per quarter. What we're trying to do is measure new call activity. And so here's the difference. I believe that every person, the grand equalizer is everybody has to sell new business. Now, in today's world, new business is not only new TV, it's new digital. And the best way to get everybody to play is we have to measure it, we have to monitor it, and we have to post it. And so the things that I found that works very well is 5 new accounts for a certain dollar amount. In most markets, $20,000 works. In a smaller market, it might be 14,000. In a bigger market, it might be much more than that. But at the end of the day, everyone must do it. We know what we call a legacy salesperson. So there's a lot of salespeople in the world out there right now, where they do fine billing, but they haven't sold a new account in 6 months. So I've run into that recently in the last couple of months. Is what do I do? My AEs, so and so is not selling anything, and I would say, what are you doing in place that creates a culture of new call activity? And so the five for 20,000 is not just billing. We're measuring activity. So yes, if I sold it in the quarter, I put it on a piece of paper and say, high five me, I made a sale. Congratulations. That does not mean that it bills, okay? And that's really the difference here. What we're really doing is we're looking for the activity. And the real reason why is because we're trying to get earlier in the sales process. Activity then means I'm forcing them to prospect. We're also forcing them to set aside time every week for new call activity, which right here is the number one and number two problem why somebody doesn't sell new. They don't prospect for new, and then at the end of the day, they don't schedule for that new call activity. And so when we say we want $20,000 or and 5 accounts, what we're really trying to do is measure activity. Now, what is new? New is something that has not been on in 13 months. So that minus, you take out the trade show that comes every so often. That does not count as new. But it hasn't been on, and it's up to you if you want to just do new local direct only, which a lot of stations do, or include new agency. In some places, if you have a lot of small mom and pop type agencies, it's just as hard to get them to say yes as it is for a new local direct. So sometimes I'll count new agency as well. Um, but we must post performance at least one time a month. That way it ranks everybody. Here's how we're doing on new business. That doesn't mean I want you to talk about how much everybody bills total. That's not the point. It's the new business. Believe me, when a senior AE sees that they're low on the new business ranking month after month, generally they will stop doing that and they'll go and pick up the newspaper and find a lead and make a call. Oh, imagine that! What a great idea. But it's 5 accounts per quarter. $20,000 is your new account activity. It doesn't mean that it's sold, and the sale could be for 1 month. It could be an annual. We count it all. Yes, if they lie, you can go back to the report and say, huh, 3 quarters ago you said you sold Bob's Plumbing for $2,100 a month. I don't see that Bob ever aired. Hmm, can we talk about that? All right, so 5 for 20, it's a great rule. I learned it a long time ago from a manager who didn't know that he had something brilliant, but it was 15 years ago. I have always had it as part of my sales staff. And each time I implement it, I see new business increase, and I hope you do too. Have a good one.